In October 2021, the peaceful town of Elmridge, Oregon was shaken when Emily Hart, a 34-year-old night nurse at the local hospital, suddenly vanished without a trace. Her car remained in the driveway. Her purse and keys sat inside her home. There were no signs of forced entry, no broken windows, no disturbance. Just an eerie, quiet stillness. And Emily was gone. Emily was everything a small-town community admired: warm, reliable, the kind of person who stayed past her shift to comfort a grieving family. Co-workers described her as a light in dark places, while patients remembered her by name. She was private but never secretive, loved walking the wooded trails behind her house, and was known to always show up, on time, every time. That's why her sudden disappearance sent alarms through her tight-knit community. But as police began to peel back the layers of Emily's personal life, a more complicated picture emerged, one that no one in Elmridge saw coming. The initial theory: a random act of violence, possibly a home invasion or abduction. But with no sign of struggle and limited evidence, investigators widened the scope. Then came the first twist. Emily had been involved in a quiet affair with a married doctor at the hospital, Dr. Stephen Lorne. Texts recovered from her phone showed she'd ended the relationship the night before she vanished. But Lorne had an alibi. He was attending a conference in Seattle, confirmed by multiple witnesses and security footage. The case stalled until a neighbor, Allison Pierce, offered a chilling detail she had initially left out. She'd seen Emily arguing with someone in the early hours of the morning, just outside her house. But the figure was hooded, and she couldn't identify them. That prompted a deeper search of the nearby woods, where search dogs discovered a bundle of Emily's clothing, partially buried and stained with blood. Alongside it, investigators found something that broke the case open: a hospital ID badge. Not Emily's. It belonged to James Avery, a janitor at St. Mary's Hospital. A deeper look revealed Avery had a history: a quiet disciplinary warning after Emily filed a complaint months prior, citing inappropriate attention and stalking behavior. Avery, recently divorced and increasingly isolated, had become obsessed with Emily. His co-workers said he spoke of her often, sometimes as if they were close, even when it was clear Emily kept her distance. Inside his home, investigators found journals filled with disturbing entries. One dated just days before she vanished read, "She said I was invisible. But I know she saw me. She always saw me." Avery told police Emily led him on and used him, though there was no evidence of a relationship beyond his own fantasy. In reality, Emily had grown increasingly uncomfortable and had tried to establish boundaries, even considering a restraining order. James Avery eventually confessed. Emily had rejected him for the final time, and in a fit of rage, he confronted her. What began as an uninvited visit ended in violence. Emily's body was recovered 2 weeks later off a remote logging road, buried beneath pine needles and silence. The town of Elmridge mourned deeply. Her family established the Hart Foundation, dedicated to raising awareness of workplace stalking and harassment. St. Mary's Hospital overhauled its internal reporting system and security protocols. And every year on October 12th, a candlelight vigil is held outside the hospital, the place where Emily once healed others, and where her story still lingers. In the end, the tragedy wasn't caused by a random stranger. It was someone trusted, someone familiar. And it serves as a sobering reminder: sometimes the most dangerous threats are the ones we never see coming.